Hi everyone, it's Carol here from thestampingground.co.uk, and I'm back today to show you how to make this lovely little gift bag. It measures, whoops, just let me get that right. It measures 2 3/4 by 4 inch. Which is a lovely size, and I've just fastened it with a ribbon so it's nice and easy to open. I'll just show you the papers that I'm using. It's from the new mini catalogue, and it's called Whimsy and Wonder, and there's some beautiful papers in it, a little bit different from your usual red and green Christmas papers. I think it's a nice change. I've used that one. And these baubles you can actually cut out, and obviously you can see I've been cutting some of the bags out. And that one's pretty as well. So yeah, a nice set. The size of paper we need is 6 inch by 12. I'm going to use this side, which is the reverse side of the bag that I've shown you at the beginning, just to just give you something a little bit different. I will also put all the measurements, including metric, across on my blog, which is thestampingground.co.uk. Now we need to score, and on the short side we are going to score at 2 inch. And then turn it around, and on the long side we're going to measure at 2 3/4, 5 1/2, 8 1/4, and 11. Now we need to fold and burnish all our score lines. As you can see, this is the reverse side is the actual bag that I did earlier. And it's never too early to start making all your Christmas bags, boxes, cards, etc. You'll be glad you did when we're in the Christmas rush. And they'll be all ready for you to pop your gifts in. Now we're just going to cut that little panel out there. And then just cut up each of the score lines across the bottom. There we are. So this is what your bag should look like now, with just one panel cut out. So we need to put some adhesive down this side. You could use liquid glue if you want, tear and tape. I'm going to use the Stamp and Seal, and I'm just going to run 2 lines down because it's a little bit wider. And then just fold over and meet the panel and make sure it's nice and even. Then we just need to close the bottom. So I'm going to use the liquid glue on the bottom. If you want to use tear and tape or the Stamp and Seal, then that's absolutely fine. So you don't need a lot. And at this point I like to turn it over and just go in with my bone folder just to make sure it's secure. Let me decide which is the back and the front. There we are. and add glue to this. Oops. And then go in again, and it will secure everything then. And this makes sure that the actual flaps inside are all flat and nothing's poking up. So just press in at the sides and get your edges to meet. Pop in the sides with your fingers and just give it a good crease. I'm just going to trim that little piece off that was sticking out. And obviously when I was gluing it, I hadn't got it quite straight. I'm going to punch a hole now so that we can attach the ribbon. And I'm going to use the soft succulent ribbon, which matches this perfectly. So just thread it through. And then I'm just going to trim. Now I'm going to tie these ends together, and I'm going to use the baker's twine. You get five reels in here, and they're all fairly neutral. Obviously you can see I've used the white one a lot and I've none left. So I'm going to use the cream one. And we're just going to tie a bow around the bottom. And at this point, it's I'm just going to add some little clips to either side so that I can actually tie this easily. These are the little bulldog clips that you can buy, and you can get them in all different colours, and I think they're nice as well, just to if you don't want to put a ribbon on a box or anything, you can add, or a bag, you can add one of these. But it does help while you're doing things like this. Makes it a lot easier. There we are. I can take those off now. And then when you're happy with your bow, then just cut the ends off. And then I like to trim this down. So you can actually trim it to so that it actually stands up rather than flopping over. Now we need to decorate the bag. So I'm going to take some a small piece of scrap white cardstock, and I'm going to use the soft succulent ink pad and a blending brush, and I'm just going to ink this paper up so that I can cut my decoration out of this. So load your brush up and just gently start going across. Always start from off your card. Start on your paper, and then go onto your card. And just keep going round, loading your brush up, and then we want to cover the whole of the card. So here we are. Now we need to cut our decoration out. I'm going to use the poinsettia dies. They match the poinsettia petal stamp set here, which is fabulous. But I'm not actually going to stamp them. You get an embosser with these dies. So I'm just going to use the embosser. So we just need we need to cut 2 of this size out and 2 of the small ones. And I just want this one in white, the little berries. So I'm just going to go away and die cut those now. So here we are, all done. Now if you pick your petals up and just give them a little squeeze, put your finger into the centre of the petal and squeeze either side, it just gives it some movement, which is nicer than being just flat. And do that on all of them. I did this on this little one before. It's a fabulous set, this. If you subscribe to my channel, you'll see that I have used these in a few of the projects I've done at the moment. So you can go and have a look at, if you do have this set, just go pop along and have a look. I'm going to use a glue dot to attach these. It doesn't really need anything else. And just offset your petals. And then add the small ones. Oops, that one doesn't want to leave. There. Now I think we'll add a gem here. I'm just going to use one of the rhinestones. It's not Christmas without a little bit of sparkle. Oh! Just give it a little press once you've got it in the right place. And then I'm going to attach this to the bag again with a few mini dots, mini glue dots. I think this colour is beautiful, the soft succulent. And it looks lovely against the white. So I'm just adding about 3, I think will be sufficient. And this box is nice. You could add chocolates, any small gift really, and I'm sure whoever receives it will be thrilled. Just add your berries onto the bag. Let's see which is the front and back. And then just give it a little press. Don't be careful you don't squash your bag. Now I'm going to add an inscription to this. I'm using the Merry Christmas from the poinsettia petals, and I'm going to use the soft succulent ink. It's a lovely inscription. Well, the font is lovely, should I say. So just on a piece of white cardstock. And then I'm just going to cut round freehand with a pair of scissors. And if you're not confident that you're going to get these lines straight, then excuse me, just make sure that your cardstock that you're going to stamp on is the correct size, and then you don't need to cut round. I need to trim a tiny little bit more off. It's just not quite, see how, just not quite straight. It's only a smidgen. And we're going to pop some dimensionals onto the back of here. At the moment I've only got the mini dimensionals. I'm waiting for my order to arrive. But if you've got the larger ones, then by all means pop the larger ones on. There we are. So just pop it across your bag where you would like it, and just give it a little press. So here we are, both boxes finished, using the same paper but just the reverse side, and one for Christmas and one for a birthday or any other celebration. I do hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up and maybe comment, and I'll be back soon with another project. If you look in the description bar below, you'll see all the links to everything that you need. So until next time, thank you very much, and bye bye.